If you're trying to conceive, good luck and best wishes. If you're expecting a baby and someone asks you how far along you are, you might not know what to say. You could just tell them the number of weeks, but they won't really know where you're at in your pregnancy journey. So, what should you do? Tell them in terms of months instead. The trick is knowing how many months pregnant you are in the first place. To help you out, here's a look at pregnancy weeks to months and a simple way to calculate both. To figure out how many months pregnant you are, it helps to know how we count the weeks. Counting starts from the first day of your last menstrual period, not from the day you conceived. This is because it's impossible to know exactly when the sperm meets the egg, but we can estimate when an egg will be released by tracking your menstrual cycle. This means that there are 2 weeks between the start of pregnancy counting and the actual time of conception. That's important to remember if you ever want to calculate your due date. A full-term pregnancy is 40 weeks long, so you can divide that by 4 to get the average length of each month of pregnancy, but keep in mind that some months have 5 weeks and others only 4. And even though each trimester has 13 weeks, technically speaking, we'll see how this shakes out in our pregnancy weeks to months chart. Let's take a look at a sample cycle. Say your LMP was January 1st. We don't count from the day you conceived since we don't know when that happened. Instead, we go back 2 weeks to December 17th. That's your starting point. Now, let's add 40 weeks or 280 days to January 1st. Your due date is October 28th. Now that you know your due date, it's easy to figure out where you are in your pregnancy. Just subtract 280 days from today's date to find out how many days until your baby arrives. Then divide the result by 7 to see how many weeks you've been pregnant. Still with me? Good. Let's go through a few examples. If your due date is 280 days away, you're 0 months pregnant. If 273 days away, you're 1 month pregnant. And if 265 days away, you're 2 months pregnant. You get the idea. How many months pregnant am I? If you've been trying to conceive for a while, you may have a rough idea of when you got pregnant. If you had sex around the time you ovulated, then it's possible to calculate your due date by adding 9 months to the date you think you conceived. Since each month has about 4 weeks, each month of pregnancy will bring you closer to meeting your little one. Here are some things you can expect during each month of pregnancy. Month 1. After a month of being pregnant, you'll be about 4 weeks along. At this stage, the embryo will be the size of a poppy seed. Although you might have a positive pregnancy test, you may not yet know that you're pregnant, since most people don't miss their period. If you are pregnant, you might experience implantation bleeding. This happens when the embryo attaches to the uterine lining. It usually looks like a light period and typically occurs within 10 to 14 days after fertilization. Some women also have a little cramping at the time of implantation. Other early signs of pregnancy include tender breasts, nausea, fatigue, and increased sensitivity to smells. Month 2, by your second month of pregnancy, the embryo will have grown to the size of a lemon. It's still too early for ultrasounds to detect a heartbeat, though. In fact, most people won't be able to tell by looking that you're pregnant. Your symptoms may intensify during your second month. Morning sickness can set in, and you might start showing. If you were pregnant last year, your baby may have been conceived this month. And if it was a boy, he may already have started making sperm. Month 3. By your third month, you'll be about 13 weeks pregnant. Your baby will be the size of a lime. The embryo is now called a fetus, and major organs are starting to develop. You'll feel like you're finally getting your life back during your third month of pregnancy. Most morning sickness will disappear, and the cravings and aversions should subside. Your uterus is still low in your pelvis, so you may still have a small bump. However, some women start showing during the third month. Month 4. At month 4, your baby will be about the size of a pancake batter. All of your baby's organs will be formed, and you'll be able to hear their heartbeat with a Doppler. Soft body parts will start developing, such as arms, legs, eyebrows, lips, fingernails, toenails, and genitals. You might feel fluttery sensations in your abdomen during the 4th month of pregnancy. These are called quickening movements, and they occur when the fetus moves inside your amniotic sac. Many people describe these movements as a fluttering sensation. Month 5. By your 5th month, your baby will be about the size of a banana. Now that your baby is half a pound, you can feel more pronounced quickening movements, including sharp jabs and pokes. During the 5th month of pregnancy, your belly button may pop. This is because your growing uterus is putting pressure on your abdominal muscles. You might gain about half a pound per week in your 5th month of pregnancy. By the end of the month, you'll have gained 14 pounds total. Month 6. When you're 6 months pregnant, your baby will be about the size of a water. Weight gain will continue throughout the rest of your pregnancy. In the 6th month, you can expect to gain another 14 pounds. Your belly will continue to grow, and your feet and legs may start swelling. As your body prepares for labor, your colostrum may start coming in. This is the first milk that will make up your breast milk supply after birth. Month 7. During your 7th month, your baby will be about the size of an avocado. Your fetus is gaining weight rapidly, preparing for life outside the womb. You may feel some Braxton Hicks contractions during your 7th month of pregnancy. These are practice contractions that don't cause cervical changes. They usually go away with a little movement or a change of position. Month 8. If you're 8 months pregnant, your baby will be roughly the size of a large head of cauliflower. Your bones and joints may hurt as your baby continues to get bigger. Your center of gravity will shift as your baby drops lower in your abdomen, preparing for birth. Lightning is the term used for this drop. During your 8th month of pregnancy, your bra size may increase. This is because your growing baby may put pressure on nerves that run to your breasts. 9th month. Your baby will be the size of a pineapple during your 9th month of pregnancy. By the time your baby is born, they'll be around 19 to 21 inches long. Labor and delivery can be long and uncomfortable, but seeing your baby will make it all worth it. Your due date. Remember, your due date is an estimate. Only about 4% of babies are born on their due dates. Most babies arrive within 1 week or 2 before or after their due dates. The trimesters. The 9 months of pregnancy can also be divided into trimesters. You can easily figure out which trimester you're in by doing a little math. Subtract 280 days from your due date to find out how many days you have left in your pregnancy. Divide that number by 140 to find out which trimester you're in. First trimester. In your first trimester, your baby will be the size of a fruit. During your first trimester, you may experience morning sickness, food aversions, tender breasts, constipation, and frequent urination. Second trimester. Your baby will be the size of a vegetable in your second trimester. You may experience quickening movements, varicose veins, round ligament pain, leg cramps, nasal congestion, and swollen ankles and feet. Third trimester. In your third trimester, your baby will be the size of a larger fruit or vegetable. You may experience stretch marks, Braxton Hicks contractions, nesting, fatigue, heartburn, swollen ankles and feet, and bloody show. It's important to note that every pregnancy is unique. Not all women will experience the same symptoms or reach the same milestones at the same time. Consult with your healthcare provider for any questions or concerns regarding your pregnancy. Can you relate to any of these pregnancy months? Are you experiencing anything not listed here? Share your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with friends who may find it helpful. Hit the notification bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. The references and studies used in this video are added in the description below. Thanks for watching and stay healthy.